Amongst all the other online Xbox Live related revelations Microsoft were pioneering a little over a decade ago, achievements were perhaps the most popular. It's become an industry-wide staple with the exception of all Nintendo systems. Achievements and other similar variants across different systems and platforms have become something that is expected to be a fundamental part of any video game. Often, developers choose to have fun with these achievements, including jokes or nods to their fans, resulting in moments of joyous laughter. Here in this feature, we're going to take a look at what we feel are the 15 funniest achievements we have ever seen. If you have any suggestions that we've failed to mention them in the comments section below. Potential spoilers ahead. Portal 2, Pit Boss. Portal 2 is one of the funniest games you will ever play, and that permeates across every aspect of the experience, achievements and trophies included. In one particular area of the game, Wheatley tries to kill you in one of his death traps. After you escape, as you're walking away, Wheatley asks you to come back and jump into the pit so he can successfully kill you. If you actually listen to him, go back and jump into the pit, you get this achievement. Oh, and you die. Portal 2, you made your point. And here's another Portal 2 achievement. At the beginning of the game's 8th chapter, Wheatley tells you how much he likes watching people perform and complete tests, and sets a test for you, telling you to solve it for him. It's actually just pressing a button. If you stand still for a while and do nothing, Wheatley keeps telling you to solve the puzzle. You get an achievement, you made your point. Yes, even the game is tired of your antics at this point. Grand Theft Auto 4, Warm Coffee. The hot coffee controversy surrounding Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is pretty well known at this point. Rockstar, as we all know, have never shied away from making jokes about controversial stuff, especially if that stuff concerns themselves. In Grand Theft Auto 4, after a date with Michelle, Nico gets invited upstairs into her home, and you get the achievement, Warm Coffee. You see what you did there, Rockstar. Not bad. BioShock, Irony. The character Saunders Cohen in BioShock was once a famous artist in Rapture, but after he lost his mind, and how that happened is a long story, his art devolved into something sinister. His paintings were actually depictions of people he had murdered in gruesome, disgusting ways. If you find Cohen's body in the game and then take a picture of it, you get the Irony achievement. And yep, ironic indeed. Mass Effect 3 Mail Slot. The Cerberus Guardians in Mass Effect 3 were some of the most annoying enemy units in the game, and that was because of their full body-length shields that they were equipped with. However, their shields came with tiny mail-like slots for them to see and aim through. If you, however, managed to kill 10 Guardians with headshots through these slots, you got the achievement Mail Slot. Badass and amusing. LEGO Harry Potter Years 1 through 4, Solid Snape. When you think of Metal Gear, you think of Solid Snake hiding under a box or a barrel. The makers of LEGO Harry Potter Years 1 through 4 took this idea and turned it into a rather hilarious joke. If you're playing as Professor Snape in the game and hide under a barrel, you get the achievement Solid Snape. Would that make Dumbledore Big Boss then? Metal Gear Solid 3 HD, Problem Solved, Series Over. That part in the opening hours of Metal Gear Solid 3 where you can create a time paradox by killing Ocelot, essentially resulting in a game over screen, is a well-known Easter egg for fans of the Metal Gear series. Konami took that Easter egg while re-releasing the game as part of the Metal Gear Solid HD collection and turned it into another amusing moment. If you kill Ocelot when he's knocked out, not only do you trigger the time paradox as before, but you also get the achievement Problem Solved, Series Over, alluding to how many problems the Super Agent has caused throughout the series. Duke Nukem Forever, Turd Burglar. Duke Nukem Forever wasn't exactly a good game. It was mediocre at best, and it certainly wasn't worth the ridiculous number of years people had to wait for its launch. But, in spite of everything, there were moments every now and then when the game was as funny as it often unsuccessfully tried to be. While playing the game, if you, for some reason, decided to look into a toilet and pull a turd from it, you would get the achievement Turd Burglar. Not quite sure why you'd want to do that, but hey, at least you got rewarded for it anyways. Red Dead Redemption, Dastardly. One of the biggest pleasures in Red Dead Redemption was lassoing people and dragging them behind you as you rode on your horse, but there were a number of other ways you could make use of your lasso. For instance, if you lasso a woman and then place her on a train track and then watch her die on the tracks, you get the Dastardly achievement. LEGO Lord of the Rings, one does not simply walk into Mordor. This is not just a meme, these are words that all Lord of the Rings fans live by. While playing LEGO Lord of the Rings, as you commit the sacrilege of walking into Mordor, the game recognizes this accomplishment with an achievement that reminds you once again that one does not simply walk into Mordor. The Simpsons game. Press start to play. This is literally the easiest achievement of all time. The Simpsons has a fairly typical boot up screen that tells you to press the start button to continue. But unlike all other games that do this, when you do press the start button, you get an achievement for it. There's no way you can miss this one, unless the only reason you bought the game was to stare at the box it came in and never actually play it. Secret Service, the exact opposite of your job. Secret Service was quite an unremarkable game. In fact, there's every chance that many of you haven't even heard of it. One particular achievement in the game, though, was notably funny. The game saw you playing as an agent whose duty was protecting the president. However, if you decide to shoot the president and kill him, you get an achievement titled The Exact Opposite of Your Job. What makes it even better is that it's worth 0 gold. FIFA 08. Beat yourself. Which one of us hasn't scored own goals for fun while playing FIFA? If you've played any FIFA, you've probably done this. FIFA 08 actually turned it into an achievement. If you scored 2 or more own goals in any match while playing solo, you got an achievement for it, which means that the game gave you an actual reason to score an own goal rather than doing it just because. Borderlands 2. Well, that was easy. There's a side quest in Borderlands 2 titled Shoot This Guy in the Face, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Face McShooty tells you he wants you to shoot him in the face, repeatedly screaming it over and over again. When you actually do shoot him in the face, you get an achievement called, well, that was easy, perfectly encapsulating the wonderfully weird humor of Borderlands 2. Dark Souls 2. This is Dark Souls. The Souls series is known for a lot of things. Great bosses, excellent atmosphere, immaculate level design. But the thing that it is most synonymous with is the fact that you die a lot in these games. Dark Souls 2 recognizes that, with an achievement no less. When you die for the very first time in Dark Souls 2, you get an achievement that announces proudly, "This is Dark Souls," signifying that your torment has only just begun. And that'll be about it for this one. If you guys like what we're doing at Gaming Bolt, please consider subscribing to our channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.